Imagine your life is a puzzle, and you've been staring at the same piece for years, trying to force it into a place where it doesn't fit. Does that piece look like procrastination? Maybe it's a job you hate, but you cling to it because it feels safe. Or perhaps it's a belief that failure will destroy you, so you don't even take the first step. These are the comfort zones, those life-draining, energy-sucking patterns that you've worn into your very existence. Patterns that keep you stuck. So what happens when the puzzle isn't fitting? You look at that piece, sigh, put it back in the same spot, and go on with your life. Every day, the same. But here's the thing, the universe doesn't give a shit about safe. What the universe wants is evolution, growth, change, disruption. Disruption. It's not some abstract philosophical idea. It's a powerful process that's always happening, even if you resist it. So let's start slow. Hold your hand out in front of you, palm up. You can feel that warmth in your palm, right? Now imagine that palm represents your comfort zone, that warmth. That's the safety, the predictability, the security. You've got a pattern here, and maybe it's been working for you. But does it feel like you're really alive? How many times have you told yourself you'll start that project tomorrow? How often have you not started because you were scared to fail? That's a pattern that makes you think safety equals success. But what's happening? You're keeping yourself in a holding pattern, never flying high, never breaking free. It's like standing in a house where the walls are closing in, thinking it's okay, because at least the walls are familiar. Now let's break the pattern, because guess what? Patterns don't change until you force them to. Disrupt them, shake them up, break the damn thing down, and reassemble it into something new. And I'm going to help you to do that right now. Take a deep breath, relax, get comfortable. You're in control of this process, but it's time to disrupt your current operating system and install a new one. Can you feel that? You're already shifting. We're going to do this in layers. A gentle, intentional breaking of the old beliefs that hold you back. Every shift will get easier, more natural. Like a tuning fork finding its perfect pitch. The power of beliefs. You know that feeling when you wake up in the morning and you think, today is going to be hard. That's the belief that today is going to suck. It's a belief, a pattern. But here's the thing. What if that belief didn't control you? What if you could flip it? Think about a time when you did something hard, but you believed in yourself, pushed through the discomfort, and the outcome was amazing. That's how you break through patterns. That's how you rewire your beliefs. Beliefs shape reality. The question is, what beliefs are you letting run the show? What's one thing you've been telling yourself for years? Maybe it's that failure is the end. But that's not true. Failure doesn't exist, only feedback. Imagine failing at something. How does that feel? It's not comfortable. But in that discomfort, you learn, you grow, you adapt. That's the human condition. We're built to evolve. If you're willing to allow your beliefs to shift, the world around you will bend to your new way of thinking. Imagine your world bending to fit your new beliefs. The patterns that have kept you stagnant, they shatter, they fall apart, making space for the incredible, unstoppable force that's you. The science of change and why this works. Here's where it gets scientific. Your brain loves patterns. The problem is, once you've locked yourself into a pattern, your brain goes into an autopilot mode. It wants to repeat what's familiar because it feels safe. The challenge is, the brain doesn't care whether it's the right pattern. It just wants to repeat what it knows. That's why you're still stuck in that shitty job, still procrastinating, still afraid to try new things. But here's the secret. Every pattern can be rewired. Your brain is neuroplastic. It can create new pathways and new connections. So every time you decide to break that pattern, every time you step outside your comfort zone, you're creating a new connection, a new way of being, a new you. The comfort zone trap. Think about the comfort zone like a cage. It's safe, it's cozy, but it's a cage. You may think you're safe, but really you're trapped. So the first thing you have to do is question the cage. Why are you staying in it? Because it feels comfortable? Is that really enough? Comfort zones suck the life out of you, like a slow drain. It's not about avoiding risk. It's about learning to take risks in a way that serves you. If you want to stay in that job forever because it's safe, then you'll just keep feeling drained. The price of comfort is stagnation. Now let's flip that. Imagine stepping out of the cage, taking one brave, bold step into the unknown. The fear is there, but it's not a wall, it's a doorway. Once you step through, you'll realize you've been playing too small. You're meant to soar, not stay stagnant. Breaking the pattern of procrastination. How do you break free? How do you stop putting things off until tomorrow? Easy. You interrupt the pattern. Here's the key. Interrupt your own thinking. When you find yourself saying, I'll do it later, say out loud, no, I'll do it now. That's it. That's the pattern interrupt. When you interrupt a pattern, you take control. It's that simple. It's about getting the momentum started, even if it's just taking one tiny step. That momentum will carry you, and suddenly you're doing what you've been avoiding, and it doesn't feel so hard anymore. The importance of disruption. Because life, it doesn't change without it. It's like standing in front of a mirror, hoping for the reflection to change, without doing anything yourself. You must disrupt the reflection. You must act. You must engage. The key to change is to move toward the discomfort, not away from it. Next time you feel that knot in your stomach, that's the place you want to go. Why? Because it's the place of growth. It's where the magic happens. You spent too long avoiding discomfort. Now it's time to embrace it. Pattern interrupt, the first step. Do you want the truth? You've been playing it too safe. You're scared. But the beauty is, once you start disrupting those patterns, your world will start opening up. Things will start happening for you. And the fear will begin to shrink. You'll begin to see the path forward, not as a terrifying abyss, but as an exciting opportunity. And here's the thing about patterns. They don't change unless you make them. But when you make them, the world shifts with you. So take a step now. Interrupt your old, worn out habits and create a new one. Create one where you embrace challenge, where you see failure as feedback, where you act boldly without hesitation. You are unstoppable. With each breath, with each decision you make, you're rewiring your brain. You're telling your mind that you are in control. You disrupt the old pattern, you create the new one over and over again until it becomes second nature. The walls you once thought kept you safe, they crumble. And what emerges from that rubble? The most powerful, unstoppable version of you. You'll stand in awe, knowing you've taken control, and in doing so, created a world that bends to your will.